Welcome to the Gazette's Her Women of Achievement Honoree Spotlight. I am your host, Emily Hawk. I'm the special sections editor here at the Gazette. And with me today is our Her honoree, Jaime Toledo, with the Cedar Rapids Metro Economic Alliance. Thanks for being here, Jaime.
Thanks for
So
having me.
yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in. Could you maybe tell us just a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I grew up here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, went to the University of Iowa, go Hawks. And after I graduated, I walked off the yellow brick road for about 13 years and lived in Mexico
Oh,
and
wow.
worked in the yeah, worked in the hospitality and tourism industry there. I boomeranged back to Cedar Rapids because I wanted to raise my daughter here in my hometown. And so I came back after those 13 years, started working for Alliant Energy, worked in various different departments there after 17 years. So it was supply chain and fleet and the international division. And then after that, I started working for the Cedar Rapids Metro Economic Alliance, which is where I am at currently. And we're in a number of different hats here too. So membership, programs, and economic development. In between all of that, I've been on boards with YPN 9 years for YPN and now on the board of trustees, Cedar Rapids Tourism Office, Advisory Council for Iowa Ideas, the Gazette, Advisory Council for Inclusive ICR. Right now, Cedar Rapids Concert Ground. I'm probably forgetting something, which probably just means I'm old. Been on a lot of boards for a lot of years. On a personal level, I love to travel. I love to salsa dance. I'm kind of obsessed right now with finding tiki bars. Don't know what that's all about, but
Oh,
like
that's
a
fun.
really cool, like, yeah, retro tiki bar. But I volunteer a lot in my personal time too. So I sling beers at Oktoberfest, do the farmers markets, um, any number of things. So that's me.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. So obviously you're being recognized for your work with the Cedar Rapids Metro Economic Alliance. Can you tell us what inspired or inspires you to do this work?
Oh my gosh. So many people, my coworkers, my direct boss, my family. I would say near and dear to my heart are any of the efforts that we have that really touch on being inclusive and making sure that everyone feels like Cedar Rapids is their home, that they're welcome here, and that they have opportunities to really grow and thrive here. So that's really what inspires me. Throughout my entire career, I've had threads of that, whether it's been international business or DEI efforts with Alliant with the supply chain there. And now with the Cedar Rapids Economic Metro Alliance, Inclusive ICR, they do such great work. They're a corridor um, group coalition that was formed about, I'm going to say 12, 15 years ago now. And they focus on all things DEI and just making sure that our businesses can thrive that way and our individual citizens can thrive, just the whole gamut. So that's really what I find a lot of motivation from. I think it's also my knowing my great grandparents, they were all immigrants to Iowa.
Hmm.
I got to know all of them. I was very blessed to know all of them and heard all the stories. And they always believe that you should give back to the community if that was, giving you such a great life and home. And I have a kind of a funny story about my grandfather. He used to give back all the time, well into his like late 80s, 90s. So we set up, we thought we'd like to honor him, right? Put him on one of the honor flights. And I was talking to him about that. And he looked at me and he goes, well, I think I'm too old to help all those people like get on the plane and get off the plane. I said, no, I don't want you to volunteer. I want you to go and be part of this, right? This is for you. So it's just kind of something that my family has passed down to all of us. But yeah, anything that passes, really has that welcoming aspect to it or inclusivity is what motivates me.
Absolutely. That's wonderful, Jaime. And could you tell me what bold choices did you have to make to get to where you are today?
Oh, um, I don't know if there's a choice, but when you make choices, just to put the fear aside.
Mhm.
So many of us, I think, cut ourselves out of the race before we even get there. And that's huge. Definitely doing that when it's an uncomfortable situation, saying, okay, yeah, I'm afraid of this, but I'm going to do it. And the other one I would say is just use your voice. Don't be afraid to speak up, particularly when you're doing what you know is right. And the right thing to do sometimes is a very difficult thing to do, particularly when the tides are against you,
Mhm.
in society in general. And so that's the other thing I would say is just hang tight to what you believe in, and right is right. So those not necessarily choices, but I think just putting that fear aside and standing firm.
Yeah, and I think that's a perfect segue into my next question. What advice for others do you have who are currently still building their stories?
Oh my goodness. Well, I would say definitely stay humble and kind. It takes a lot of people to get what you want done. And actually it should, right? You should be collaborating with each other and, make sure that you're putting the ego aside and really understanding why you're working on the efforts you're working on. That would be one. Um, I don't know. There's so many things I think as a woman, like using your voice again. And
Mhm.
then probably more importantly for me in the last few years is just always approach life with a positive intent filter on. So whatever's happening, just assume positive intent and seek to learn that sort of a situation, because that's so helpful in just about everything, even if it's personal or professional, either one.
Absolutely. That was wonderful advice. Well, Jamie, that concludes our interview for today. Thank you so much for participating, and thank you to our viewers for helping us celebrate our 2024 Her Women of Achievement. For all of our 2024 Her Honoree interviews, go to www.her.today. Thanks, everyone, and thank you again, Jamie.
Thank you.